Record. You're ready.
All right, can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
All right, let's go over this real fast. U.S. Manifest Destiny. The new Manifest Destiny is. Can you see the map?
Yes.
All right. Is us expanding specifically in the Caribbean and the Pacific. All right. The causes of U.S. imperialism. Remember yellow journalism. Remember the influence of sea power upon history by Mahan. Remember with yellow journalism, Pulitzer and Hearst. Remember foreign policy in terms of wanting more trade. Remember competition specifically with Germany and England. All right, so these are sort of the background reasons for U.S. imperialism. America finally steps up with the Monroe Doctrine, with the Venezuelan boundary dispute. When there was the boundary problems between England and Venezuela, we say don't come in. And if you'll recall, the reason why England didn't come in is because of the Boer War. Of course, if any of you were here, I'd be asking questions, but you're not. All right. So America is interested in Hawaii. Remember Hawaii, the problems there. Sanford Dole overthrows the Queen. We don't annex it. Remember, annex means add to. We don't annex it because Cleveland became president, and as a Democrat, he was anti-imperialist. Eventually, once the war with Spain starts, we add Hawaii, use it as a foreign or as a coaling station to move this way. Reasons for war with Spain are our brothers in arms from the European masters with Cuba. We want to overthrow the Spanish, help them out. Hearst uses the Butcher Wilder, those photographs with Remington, to get people revved up about it. The U.S. has man explodes, the DeLong letter, remember that. Remember, originally businesses did not want to go to war because they thought it was bad for business, especially Mark Hanna. You remember him, the guy behind McKinley, but he gets on board. We passed a Teller Amendment that says we're not going to imperialize Cuba, we're going to give them their independence as soon as the war is over. Remember, where did we attack first? We attacked the Philippines first, a way to expand our sphere of influence to the east. Dewey takes on the Spanish in the Philippines, also because Germany was close. We didn't want Germany to get the Philippines. Remember, our aide was Emilio Aguinaldo, the Filipino nationalist, leader of the Filipinos, who will later turn when we say we're not going to give the Filipinos their independence. We annex Hawaii, invade Cuba after the Maine. We declare war, and the war didn't last too long. We talked about the Treaty of Paris. We got Guam, Samoan Islands, Puerto Rico. We buy the Philippines. We later, when Cuba writes their constitution, we add the Platt Amendment to it, which gives us the right to control Cuban foreign policy. We get to veto anything with our constitution, and we get a base in Cuba as long as we want, which we still do. Remember the effects of the Spanish-American War. We are now a world power, although small. American nationalism is up. The North and South, because of the Civil War, sort of rectified. Remember coming together over killing other people. Remember the insurrection of the Philippines. Don't forget that, the importance of that. America makes a decision that now that we're an imperial nation, we have to act like one, and that means suppressing a foreign people using violence sometimes. And our army goes in. Remember that. We suppress the Filipinos. Emilio Aguinaldo as a leader against us now. They are suppressed, it's put down, brutally put down. Remember, Taft becomes governor, tries to bring education, infrastructure, health, sanitation, does a good job with that, but the Filipinos still aren't happy with the fact that we're still there. All right? And then right before McKinley dies, his Secretary of State, that is to say McKinley's, issues the open door policy that's specifically related to China, saying they want free trade in China, that everyone should respect China's sort of integrity, territorial integrity. The rest of European nations don't care about it, but it's there, and it's another sign of America's sphere of influence growing, because at least we had the power to do it. As a reaction to the open door policy, remember the Boxer Rebellion, Chinese nationalists rise up. They were boxers, and they thought that if they were in the state of mind from their prayer, our bullets would bounce off their bodies, which, as it turns out, didn't work, and they're all brutally killed in war, and they're put down, and we have open trade with China now. So we have Hawaii, Philippines, trade with China. We have Puerto Rico. We have some control over Cuba with the Platt Amendment, and we even have stations in Samoa and Guam. So obviously America is growing in importance, and the Navy's getting bigger. We talked about that. So McKinley dies as he's shot by anarchist Leon Zolgaz, and that's our review of McKinley.